343 has confirmed that Halo Infinite is getting a major campaign reveal later this month. Plus, Xbox teased the Arbiter to be present in Halo Infinite and also a part of the gameplay itself. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the open world gameplay reveal and also Halo MCC news regarding new customization and more. Before we get started, guys, be sure to smash that like button blue, as every like helps boost my video up on the YouTube search results and gets it out to other Halo fans. Thanks so much. Let's jump into it. This video is supported by Audible. Snag yourself a free Halo audiobook right down in the description below. To kick off the news, let's first talk about Halo 3 and Halo MCC. Now, it might sound pathetic. Maybe you're with me here, actually, but I've waited a good part of my life to see this game actually come to PC. I mean, the fact that Halo Online actually pushed 343 to make this happen, and for them to actually announce it last year, and now we're finally to Halo 3 just days away, is kind of unbelievable to me. But Halo 3 is confirmed to release on PC, on Steam, and Windows Store on July 14th. And right behind it is Halo 3 ODST, and also its Firefight mode, which wasn't ever in the original MCC, and if you're like me, the last time you played Halo 3 ODST Firefight before 2014, so it's been a long time. And after Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4 will be coming soon, pretty much completing the collection on PC. Halo 3 customization will actually have separate armor pieces that you can use to customize your Spartan, unlike before, which was grouped up in sets. Also, in Halo Combat Evolved multiplayer, for the first time ever, the game will support customization options, including weapon skins, vehicle skins, and visors. This is really cool, and we heard about it about a month ago, but now we actually have official information how this will actually function, because Halo Combat Evolved is almost 20 years old. It's a very old game, so how exactly will this work in multiplayer? And it doesn't even work this way in Halo 5, so it's interesting. So these skins will actually be activated when you pick up a weapon or use a vehicle. So, for example, if you have a Warthog Shark skin or a Sniper Tiger skin, basically the weapon or vehicle will remain and start in the game with its default skin. However, when you use the weapon or vehicle, it'll switch instantly to your skin, and then when you get out or drop the weapon, it'll stay the same until a new player picks it up, and then it will switch to their skin, or I think the default skin. So the post went on to actually bring up the recent Halo Infinite Mega Block toys, which some of these were actually leaked throughout the year, but the big reveal on Mega Block's official site on their product page, which revealed tons of banished vehicles and weapons and even some potential major spoilers for Halo Infinite, actually was confirmed by Sketch once again, because he talked about this on Twitter before, but he says again in this post that these recent product releases are in fact a part of the launch roadmap for Halo Infinite and actually don't spoil any key details from the game. So he says it's easy to get swept up in speculation, but he promises that there isn't much to read into here. So these weapons and vehicles are confirmed to be inspired by their appearance or based on their appearance in Halo Infinite, so that isn't really much of speculation. However, I think he's actually hinting at one major character's death, which I won't say here, but if you want to watch my big video about major spoiler, the character that dies in Halo Infinite potentially based on these Mega Block toys, then I'll leave a link down in the description. But I think Sketch is saying here, maybe we shouldn't read too much into that specific image. On 343's most recent Halo Waypoint blog named Campaign Countdown, which take note of that name right there, that title, because that's probably alluding to Halo Infinite. They say, "Save the date. We're excited to share what the team's been working on. The first look at Halo Infinite's campaign is coming on July 23rd, and more specifically, they don't say it here, but that's actually at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you want to watch my whole recap about this news, then be sure to go to the description or look at my recent videos." He says, "You'll be able to catch the show on Xbox.com and pretty much everywhere else you may expect, including Xbox's Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You guys really want me to? I can actually live stream it through their source on this channel for your convenience and maybe post a reaction too. If that's something you really want to see, let me know down in the comments." But as heavily predicted for a long time, and it's not a wild prediction, is that this big reveal is essentially E3 for Microsoft. Since E3 was canceled, this event that is focusing on the Xbox Series X is essentially a massive advertisement to us, and them advertising all these first-party and third-party games is essentially what is going to make the event so exciting for us, and if we should actually invest in the Xbox Series X. And I think that with all that being said, campaign gameplay was always undoubtedly going to come, but here they actually announced that the first look at Halo Infinite's campaign is coming at that new quote-unquote E3 event. And I would say undoubtedly in a cutscene form like in E3 2019 or a traditional story trailer, something that you might expect like a launch gameplay trailer. Although we usually don't get gameplay launch trailers until about a month before the actual release, which we know that the game is not releasing anytime soon. It's going to be releasing later in November and probably as late as early December potentially. But essentially this trailer that we're going to see, this campaign first look, is going to have gameplay. I mean, you can count on that, right? But the trailer itself is going to have cutscenes, it's going to have parts from the game or a big part from the game, and we'll have some gameplay as well. And my prediction is that it's going to focus on the Banished because we have just got so much Banished information recently, and I'm starting to think that maybe my prediction was a bit close to the truth, that Halo Wars 2 really acted as a segue from Halo 5 to Halo Infinite, kind of filling in the gap and kind of setting up the Banished in a really proper, nice way so that we kind of understand what is going on in Halo Infinite a bit more for people that are a bit more invested in this game instead of casual people that might float on by and just want to play the next Halo game, then drop off the Halo community entirely until the next game comes out. Anyway, I think this trailer is going to point out some major things, like major plot points, and pick up on any story threads like seen in Halo 5, like teasing Cortana's return, what she's been up to, what the Banished are up to, maybe not their exact motivation, but certainly how troublesome they are, and things like that. And as I said in my previous video, this trailer is probably going to give us a lot more questions than answers, and it's probably going to be a headache, and that's how I kind of feel post E3 every year, is that, my goodness, why did I expect to be fulfilled in this trailer? I just now have so many more questions. So it's really meant to hype us up even more. But this gameplay, I'm really excited to analyze it and look at what 343 has done so far. And with gameplay, it comes with the territory that they're going to reveal new things that are going to be in the game, of course. Keep in mind that the gameplay is probably going to be work in progress, obviously, since the game is months off from its release date. But keep in mind that we're going to see new weapons, new and old characters at Chief's side, or maybe facing him, familiar places like Reach or Zeta Halo potentially. My money is on seeing Master Chief and Blue Team on Reach, and I think that was teased in the Xbox Series X announcement trailer, and I think that it's pretty obvious, but my bet is that the game is going to be demonstrating the power of the Xbox Series X and its technical and graphical capabilities. This is meant to be an advertisement for not only the next big Halo, but also the Xbox Series X, and I think the game is going to show on the side wildlife, weather effects, ray trace, lighting, and just the power of the slip space engine, which is probably what 343 has spent on at least 1 year of its development time working on this game, but also throughout its development, because we know that on the E3 2018 trailer, to make that trailer happen, it made the team and the engineers actually go in and work a bit more on its, technical side, and so that the artists and designers can actually make a great game very quickly. And this probably means that the game is going to have more content than we would expect, even after a 5-year development time. But that's all just speculation. But the bottom line is that this is great news. We have a confirmation that we are getting a look at the campaign for the first time, and this isn't like what we've seen before. It's not just going to be a passive cutscene or a snippet of teases like we saw in E3 2018 or 2019. This is going to be different, and it's going to be big, and everything from Xbox to Halo Waypoint to all the individuals are pointing to a massive, groundbreaking, mind-blowing reveal, and you should be excited. So we're actually not done with the Halo Infinite news yet. In fact, this next tease might be pointing to what we're going to see at the Halo Infinite campaign first look on July 23rd. So on Twitter, Xbox asked their followers, what is the best side mission you've ever played? And Fraser, some random tweeter, responded by saying, when in Halo Infinite, you and Arbiter go around killing bad guys. And this is what's crazy. Xbox responded to them. They said, pretty sure that was just the whole mission. Now, there is a slight chance that whoever wrote this on behalf of Xbox might be thinking, and may have just missed the Halo Infinite part, and might be focusing on the Halo 5 mission, where we did, in fact, fight along the Arbiter. He wasn't playable, but he was, running around killing Covenant, basically, alongside Agent Locke. That was a whole mission in Halo 5. But I think that there is a chance that they were talking about Halo Infinite, and if that's the case, it confirms a few things here, and certainly gives us a few ideas as to what might happen in the future. First, if they're just going to confirm a mission with the Arbiter in Halo Infinite like this, I would think that it's probably going to be revealed pretty soon, meaning that the Arbiter is going to make an appearance in that campaign trailer or campaign first look or gameplay that we are going to see later this month. But also, the Arbiter is alive and well. Right? Not that I think he would be killed off, but it's just nice to hear that he's alive and well and he's going to be in Halo Infinite. And also, he's going to be in Halo Infinite. That is an awesome confirmation. He will actually be in the game and probably the gameplay. And if that's the case, maybe he might be once again playable like he was in Halo 3 via co-op players on split screen. And since we do know that split screen is making a return and that this is a spiritual reboot, I want to think that it's too crazy to say that the Arbiter will be playable in Halo Infinite for at least a mission or two. Guys and gals, be sure to grab yourself that free Halo audiobook offered trial, link down in the description. I would get Halo Evolutions because that has a lot of fun stories packed into one book. But also, guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button blue. It helps out my content a lot and gets it out to other Halo fans much quicker and faster. Thanks so much for all the support and likes and comments and activity, and also just watching the videos. It really helps me out as a content creator to be involved, and I am so excited for Halo Infinite, and it's been such a wild journey following this game for years, and we are finally going to bust our nuts, right? I mean, I know I'm going to need a new pair of pants when it's all over with, so be sure to join me on July 23rd. It is going to be one exciting day for Halo content. I'll catch you guys in the next one soon, all right? You take care and stay safe out there. Peace.